All right, we're here today on July 25th, 2019, and we are here for the Sprint for the Champ podcast. I'm your host, LJ Samito, along with Nathan Pink, driver of the number 99 Termex for BBR. Nathan, we're heading this week on NBC for NRA to Kentucky, which D2 just left 2 days ago. What do you expect to see at Kentucky that we didn't see in D1?
Well, D1 was like pack racing. People are all together in one pack and running behind each other in a train, I call it. But I bet D2 is going to be more organized. In D1, people are having trouble controlling the cars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they go to the middle lane to go fast and they dive to the bottom and then hit CC
Mm,
walls. I bet D2 is going to be better because, the trucks are kind of easier to control
that is true.
with the grip.
Now, heading into this race, looking at the points, Corbin Collins, he has 403 points and has 4 wins this season. But you also got other people like like BDC, Ezra, and Ramsey, who are also up there in points, but they're in the 200 range. Do you think that one of them two
I
can get a
mean,
win?
it's kind of like Brooks last season. We know he's going to get it. Like, we know he's more than likely going to be the champion. But but we don't know yet. It's not till we get to the Final Four or in the end of Homestead that we know who's gonna be the freaking champion.
Mm,
It's all down to those 110 laps at
yeah,
Homestead on deciding who's champion.
yeah. Now
My
that
prediction for the championship early playoffs is gonna have to be James, Ramsey, and BDC.
those are some good picks. My picks for the points, if going to the Final Four, would be Corbin Collins, Ramsey, Cody Savage, and Loomis. But Loomis, he has to get there up in points. He's sitting 14th and with only 72 points, but he has a win. So,
I mean, it's kind of like my situation in D1. I'm locked in, but I'm almost out on points.
we won't talk about the two drivers going head to head in the D1 points for the final position.
Me and you were going at it by 3 points for the
And then
playoffs.
we got at
You're
least we
not
can,
necessarily battling me. You're battling Dennis for to get in because
yeah,
I'm locked.
you're locked. But if you
I'll be
fall
moving up.
behind 12th place, then your win kind of means nothing.
I know.
But Dennis, like this points battle has been heating up as more and more drivers have been leaving this season.
Yeah, we had a champ favorite, uh, Benjamin Navarro retire with the points lead, which was incredible. I mean, okay. So let's go down to the cutoff line. We got Agent. I want to say he's okay for right now. I think he's feeling okay. We got Jake Wilson. He's okay for right now. Yeah. Yeah. Dennis Bros. He should be worried. Jesus Christ.
He really should, because he said he wasn't coming back till the 34th to the 31st of July. That's 6 days away. And knowing the schedule, we might have a couple more races between that. So he's gonna fall very behind in points.
Yeah, because I know I'm gonna be at the next D1 race. Um,
So you're showing up to the Pocono Road Course if that
I'm
is
showing up.
today.
We got a D2 today, Kentucky, and we got Okay, so we got Dennis Bros. He is feeling off. He is most likely gonna fall behind because, as we said, he won't be here for a while.
Hmm?
So it's my playoff predictions are gonna have to be Agent, Jake, me, and you. But I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna be in seventh, if no, or sixth. I'm gonna be in sixth if it turns out like I say it will.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about these last couple of winners. James Loomis, DJ Gibson, and Mr. Abel. 3 different drivers from 3 different teams. James, his first race coming back to the NRA. It's a win. DJ, it was his birthday. It's a win. And Abo, he survived the death tires at Watkins Glen yesterday.
Yeah, so we got Pocono Road Course coming up. We saw in the D2 that I'm okay at road course. You know, I qualified second, but we got our main focus right now is gonna be Kentucky D2. So we got the truck drivers going at it. Our points leader Corbin Collins is gonna be there. He's online, I think.
He is online along with BDC and a bunch of other Ace League drivers.
I'm really confident in Corbin and Ezra. I mean, we know Ezra isn't the best driver. He's made rookie mistakes. I mean, we all have. But it turns out he's sitting third in points. He's good. He won't fall out by the time the playoffs come around.
Yeah.
But we got James Loomis in 14th, sitting at 72 points, but with a win. If not for that win, he would have 12 points.
And that would be a lot of points to him having to make up.
He'd have less points than the people that aren't even active.
Yeah, that's true. And looking all the way at the bottom, you got AJ, Bartle, Cade, and a bunch of other drivers that showed up but haven't made that many starts. Then you got the drivers that have left that were doing great in points, like Jerry, Parkin, Hector, Brandon, Ethan Price.
All right, so we're moving on to the Triple Chuck Challenge after Kentucky.
That's going to be very exciting. Drivers are getting 15 points for winning. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Iowa, Gateway, in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that is the cutoff race at Bristol. Canadian Tire, Las Vegas, and Talladega for our round 1. The Roval for the beginning of round 2. Martinsville, and then ISM. And the final race of the season is still going to be ISM, Homestead. And, yeah.
Now, D2 has been in the hands of many people this season, as it was in the hands of Dylan Fox in the beginning. But he's gone, so he's irrelevant at this point in time.
You know, there's something we haven't talked about.
Who?
The suspension of Ezra.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Because he has a 2-race suspension, but docked 30 points.
Yeah, according to Mr. District, he was able to get his appeal through and got it put down to 2 instead of 3.
He wanted his whole suspension lifted, which means and District himself said if he keeps complaining, he's gonna get his 3rd race edit back.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of rough though, telling someone to go commit something at a track.
I mean, it's a racing incident.
Yeah.
That's just unexcusable.
But you know something else we should talk about? Wave around cars.
Oh yeah, those cars. Those are the weird ones. Okay.
In the past couple of races, we've seen people go flying or people that are lining up go flying, all because wave around cars are full throttling and they are not paying attention or listening out when the people say that they're lining up. Do you think that something should be changed in this?
I mean, yeah, I really think it should, because you know. Okay, let's talk about something really important. Really, really important. The LC rule.
All right. Yeah, we
D2,
do. We definitely need to talk about that.
The D2 is testing with today's race. If you LC, you can rejoin the race, but won't be allowed back on track until you're told to, and will be marked 2 laps down. It's for Division 2 only, starting at Kentucky, which is today.
I feel like that is a great idea by District Indoor, in my opinion, and I believe that should be put up into D1 as well. Because in D1 there are a bunch of LCs and a bunch of drivers go missing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. D1. Let's talk about D1.
Well, we're heading to another road course, so more group qualifying. We saw group qualifying earlier at Watkins Glen. That was kind of chaotic. DJ won the pole for the second time in his career. And then we had a 50-lap race yesterday night.
So going on to the Pocono Road Course, we have a new layout.
Oh yeah, we do have a new layout. Forgot.
We got we're going reverse around the track. We're going, I believe I don't know. Forget.
Yeah, and looking at the schemes that are lined up for the Pocono Road Course, we're seeing some very hot schemes being used here. Like Justin Michaels, Sirius XM, the Menards red car for LJ Smito, Sinclair, Jake, Pepsi. Well, we already seen the Pepsi for Ben, but Akuma for Jack, JG Design. What else? Sun Energy 1 for Jason Gallagher, that Sun Energy Chase Elliott scheme. Mr. Pank, what are you running? What are you running? What are you running? Where's your name? Pank, where are you? Nathan Inman. Huh. We don't have your name in here. But yeah, some hot schemes. And then next we go to Darlington, Throwback Weekend, where we get to see everyone with a throwback to some sort of driver or to some sort of old logo. Nathan,
Yeah.
Mr. Pink, I believe you're doing a throwback to Termex, I believe.
I haven't been told what I'm running yet.
Yeah, I could see for all the BBR drivers, it's to be determined for all of them. Well, yeah, all of them. But Mr. Gallagher, looking at the schemes set up for the Darlington race, he might be the only driver without a Darlington throwback, as we see, because he's running Smithfield while everyone else is running a freaking throwback.
Yeah. Okay. So going into the playoffs, early tight battle. We're not as close as D2 is, but we're close. Because D2 does races more often than we do.
Yeah. But going into there, look at the tracks that you got for the first round: Vegas, Richmond, and the Roval.
Yeah.
Last year, things got very interesting as two drivers were suspended. Mason Tyler and another driver were suspended for two. They missed the playoffs they missed the first two playoff races and weren't able to advance to the next round. Then Dover, Dennis Bross winning that race off of a caution coming out and him getting into the pit road just in time.
I mean, pit strategy is a big thing here in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Homestead, most champions are off of pit strategy.
Yeah.
Like James Loomis, he plays pit strategy very well, and has won 2 championships off of.
Now, even though we've had champions win at Homestead, we've also had non-winners like yourself, Mr. Pank. You've won there. Mason Tyler's won there, and other drivers have won at Homestead as not a playoff person.
Yeah. I remember back in 2012, I'd gone into the Final Four without any wins. It was really people had told me I was really do what I did. And I always thought that it wasn't so much important as it actually is. And I'm pretty sure I'm the only person to do that. Right? I'm the only person to not win, be in the Final Four.
Would you say your season 12 was missing rings in the NRA?
Probably, yeah. I had a
Because you
perfect
were,
season up until then. I hadn't won.
yeah. Now,
And
Nathan, you came from a background of being in bad equipment to now being in the best equipment of the series for BBR. Can you
yeah,
give us a story about how you made your way from the bottom all the way to the top?
I mean, it started with Blitzkrieg, which is the lowest of the low. It started and got good. I got fired. I got released in my fourth race. I don't know how, but I don't necessarily remember. But all I know is that I drove to my very best. That's all I could do.
And I believe you've driven for every manufacturer that's been in the NRA now. You've
Every
driven,
manufacturer.
yeah, Toyota, Dodge, Chevy, Ford,
Yeah, every
and you
manufacturer that
and
has
you got in a
existed
pole.
from my. I've raced for every manufacturer so far. Yeah.
Mhm. Now you have a win, which I forgot. At Daytona, the Coke Zero 400, which that was a very crazy race, as people would say. Like it was fun, but it was also chaotic with the first stage, a couple of D2 drivers wrecking, and then things got heated between some other drivers on the coming to the final closing laps.
Yeah, I don't know how, but James got it done and got me the win.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put Mr. Tapered Space in the car to get it done for you.
Man, I don't know. I don't know how to repay him. I don't think I ever can.
I know how you could repay him. Get him that championship in that 9-9.
Man, we got a while to go. We're
We
at the
do.
bottom of the playoffs, but we got to win. So.
Now, as we go into the playoffs, what would you mark as your best tracks?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be Martinsville,
Mm-hmm.
Las Vegas, Daytona,
Daytona's
and
not in here.
coming into the playoffs. My best track I think would be the Roval to win at.
The Roval.
My second best track is gonna have to be Homestead because
Mhm.
I've been setting fast laps there. Always have.
Yeah, I could see you on the Roval, even though last year Roval ended with two people, surprisingly. Two people.
Yeah, wasn't it down to you and Corbin?
We're not going to talk about what happened at that track, okay? Anyways, we're good. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it for D1. Anything else going on in NRA just in general that we should be
Let's
discussing about?
go out the power rankings. D1
Oh,
and D2.
all right. So,
Number
our.
power rankings is gonna have DJ Gibson. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he is so fast, man. You don't know.
Number two for power rankings, I think I would give it to Agent. Looking at him in points, he was very good at Watkins Glen. Has been dominating or moving up positions and different points, and that first one's coming for Go Slow in that 51 team, I believe.
Yeah. Let's go on to number 3. I think that's gonna have to be Noah Coulter. The one at Watkins Glen is he's another fast driver. Um, like if there was anyone to replace me in the 99, I think it'd have to because he's just so good. Man.
Looking at number 4, he may not be a D1 driver, but he is impressing us as he is in D2 and subbing in for Mr. Logan Solyeet, and also in his bushwhacking, Corbin Collins. He has 3 wins, 3 wins in the 36 and I believe one in the 32 car.
I mean, Corbin is just so fast. It's like Brooks last season. If he's not in the lead, He's in second.
Yeah.
Like, Corbin is just so good. He always said he wanted to do a D2 season, and I think he's doing it now.
He is.
But yeah.
As we look at the time, it is 3:40, and time is wrapping up. Time is closing, winding down to getting started for that Ace League race. But we also hear that you're going to be going to Monster Jam for freestyle. You're a judge in it.
Bushwhack.
Oh, you're bushwhacking for Kentucky?
Yeah, probably.
All right. So we'll both be at Kentucky. Out my nose.
All right.
All right.
So far we have let's go through the our roster for the all right.
And let's
In
make
D1, we're gonna have Braylon Lee in the 32 part-time. What is it? Chevy.
Yeah, for bottle racing.
For bottle racing, yeah. We got DJ Gibson, the number 88 BBR Ford. We got Jack Kitchell, the number 21 Choke Mobile. We got Jake Wilson, the number 30 Chevy for bottle racing. We got you in the number 9 for Kelly Blue Book. I got me in the number 99.
We got District in the number 12. He's the NRA vice chairman. And we got Gallagher, the chief of operating, in the number 24.
Agent in the number 51 for Ghostlow.
Yeah.
And we got
Abo, the 82.
We got Dennis Bross in the 98. We got Ethan Hernandez in the number 77. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But we got
Justin Michael.
We got Justin Michael in number 78 for.
Speaking of Justin Michael, he hasn't shown up for a race in forever.
Yeah, we got Kyle Danger in the number 42. Let's talk about him for a minute. He came back not too far long ago, and he qualified second.
That's how you know he is looking to come back and come down swinging hard.
We got Logan Solyi, past champion. He won in the same number he's running now. He won the championship in.
Yeah,
back
but
season 15?
Yeah, season 15. But he was suspended, got his wins taken away from him, so kind of slacking a little bit in the points right now.
Got Nathan Inman in the 13 for BBR.
Now, hold on. Before we continue on, let's talk about you and Inman. You two are teammates, but y'all have been having some controversy on the track.
Well, let's just say Inman did something that will never let go.
And we're gonna keep that private. We're gonna keep going down the line, but
we got Noel Coulter in the 82, and Tyler Lyman, number 86.
Now
that'll wrap up our D1 roster. We're going on D2 now.
Adam J. Medina,
57. We got Cody Savage in number 60. Corbin Collins in number 35.
Damian Fenton from Drive Down Hunger.
Number 7. He has not lived up to expectation. I feel like he's a bust.
He might.
He's he's a mess driver.
He is.
All the way. He's not used to these blocks. We got Ezra Savell in the number 41. Gavin Day in the number 69.
Ramsey.
We got Jason Ramsey in the number 14.
Justin
Johnson 33. Man, he is fast.
He is
bad fast.
I feel like if the more he stays, the more we're gonna get an interesting battle for the.
Like, I feel if anyone other than Corbin to win the championship, it's gonna be Justin Johnson all the way.
Mm-hmm.
But we got Kyle Watkins in number 37, Matthias Bartels in number 36.
I'm surprised he came out of retirement too.
Yeah, we got Piper Maynard in number 98. She is the first girl to drive for BBR.
Yeah.
Besides Jessica, and Jessica turned out to be Jack Kitchell.
What an idiot!
Yeah, that was something. We got Spencer Esch in the number 43.
Spencer, he's been here.
He is such a veteran, but he's so bad.
Then you got Regis.
You got Regis in the number 35. And then number 55, I'm sorry. He is just. What am I supposed to? How am I supposed to say this?
I don't
Bad.
know. I don't know. Like, he drives a blank for what team?
Got William Elliott. He drives for himself.
You drive for yourself and you're driving a blank. Come on now. I mean, I know I drive for myself with a blank for bushwhacking, but that's because I'm bushwhacking. I'm not gonna put the effort into making a truck.
I mean, we got William Elliott in the number 87 BPM.
William has
They're
been.
down. They are dead after this season. No more BPM. We got Winter in the number 26. He sucks. I've already seen him race. He sucks.
That's a he. I thought that was another girl.
I don't even know. Pupper. I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
It's a girl or a guy. I don't know.
And then we got Zedden Davis. Zayden.
I'm gonna let you talk for a minute. I gotta go do something.
All right. Well, as our other host goes to BRB, we're gonna talk about something else. Let's talk about the girls in this league. We have Piper Maynard and we have Emily Griffin. Two drivers for two different teams, both racing in the same points. Griffin, she sits 29th in points with 11 points. Piper sits 10th with 103. Now, Piper, she was hired by Brooks Bernie Smith. Emily, she was brought in by our other host, Nathan Pink, when he was on KBBR. Emily, she has stayed, but she has been inactive for a little bit, but she's looking to come back and go down swinging hard. And Piper, she's just been impressing us more. I can't wait to see what she does if she gets a D1 offer, because that'll be very cool. What else can we talk? As we're winding down very close. It's 3:47, and the race is gonna be at 4. We're gonna have the NBC on truck. That is the first time it will ever be ran. Last time we had an NBC on truck was the BRN, was the Matt Bottle Racing truck for Matt Bottle when he was doing coverage. But now we're back at NRA NBC, and we have the NBC on truck made by me. So I'll be driving that at Kentucky before the race even gets started. Gallagher, Mr. Durr, Jason Gallagher, he will be, instead of District, your vice chairman hosting, it will be Mr. Gallagher hosting. Brooks Bergensmith, I'm pretty sure he'll be coming to help Jason Gallagher officiate. Braylon Lee, we're looking to see him at D2. And we're going to have a very interesting race at Kentucky. I can tell you that for sure. 17 Ace League drivers online. Probably all of them will show. And a couple of bushwhackers. It's going to be very exciting. And as our host is back, he missed us talking about Piper and Emily Griffin in this series.
And that's gonna have to wrap it up for our episode.
Yeah, that's
Chase for Champ.
Yep, that's gonna have to wrap it up because we gotta start heading over to get ready for D2.
That'll wrap it up.
And we'll see you guys after Kentucky and probably getting ready for D1 if there is a D1 race.